Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're finally doing an update on my project pan round 2. The way I like to do my project pans may be different than the way other people do theirs. Me personally, I like to do an update every 3 months because it just makes more sense that way for me to do it, because I don't feel like I use products quickly enough to do an every month update, and I feel like anything later than 3 months is kind of late. So I like doing one every single 3 months. You get 4 videos out of my whole project pan series, not including tutorials I do with these products. So yeah, this is update number 1. This is the 3-month mark. I also don't do my project pans at the beginning of every single year. I started mid-April because I'm a little late to the game on things, okay? So we do things different around here on my channel. If you did not see my original Project Pan 2020 video, I will link it above right here in the cards. I don't know which side it's gonna be on. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into these products and talk about how far I've gotten into every single item here. So the first thing I want to talk about is these Colourpop cream blush sticks. I did pick these blush sticks out for Project Pan because I never see anybody use a cream blush for Project Pan, and honestly I'm obsessed with blush. You guys know I literally load blush on every single time I do my makeup. I just like the cute cheeky blush look, and I do want to try more cream blushes out while also being more conscious of the fact that I do own a lot of makeup, so I wanted to make sure I went through at least 1 or 2 cream blushes before I went out and bought more of them. So I really wanted to work on using up my Colourpop cream blush sticks because I do like the formula. I just want to try more out. So I have the shades Under Pressure and Aloha here. Under Pressure I haven't used nearly as much because honestly I just like Aloha a lot more. But I did get through a little bit of it. Let me roll all the way up for you guys. I mean, this is a lot of cream blush, but I think in a year's time I could potentially use maybe not all of it, but at least half of this. I don't know. I have used it quite a few times in the past 3 months. I try to mix it up, but I have got through Aloha a lot more than Under Pressure. I just like Aloha more. It's more rosy toned. I like that on my complexion than this bright coral. I will also say I do use these literally every single day. Like, I hardly ever skip out on these because I'm really trying to use these up. Here's what Aloha looks like. Clearly I have used this one a lot more. I actually can see myself using this all the way up by the time we're done with this Project Pan series. Or I do have 9 more months left of this Project Pan, but I really can see myself using up Aloha. Probably not Under Pressure just because I don't like the color as much, but I think I made pretty good progress on these 2 blush sticks in the past 3 months. I'm proud of it. The only other face product I picked for this Project Pan is my Natasha Denona Glow in the shade All Over Fair Claire. Now, when I started this, I had not hit pan yet, but I knew it was going to come soon because I have always used this highlighter a lot. It's my go-to, like, natural highlight, so I knew, like, this is going to be relatively easy for me to hit pan on, especially if I become more conscious of the fact that I need to use this highlighter. So it's no shocker to me that I've already hit pan on this highlighter shade. I've made a pretty significant dent, I will say, in this highlighter. I think I could, honestly, maybe use almost the entire thing up by the end of this. I mean, we're at the 3-month mark and I've already, you know, used up quite a bit of it. So I can see myself by the 1-year mark completely using this product up if I keep using it consistently as I am. Maybe not, maybe it's just wishful thinking, but yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. I kind of saw it coming. I will say this was kind of throwing myself a bone here because I do love this highlighter so much, but yeah, that is how far I've gotten on that highlighter in just 3 months. Go ahead, give me a round of applause. I deserve it. Also, I know I had my hair in a braid the last video. I'm trying to not use as much heat on my hair, so I'm doing like braids and buns and all those things because my hair is a bit damaged. You know, when you do 3 different colors in a year span, tends to happen. This product. I have no intentions of actually using this next product up. I just threw it in here so I would use it more. This is my Colourpop pigment in the shade Red Zone. These pigments from Colourpop are literally impossible to use all the way up. You could have one singular pigment, use it every single day for like 6 years, and you probably will not use it up. There's so much product in here and you honestly only need like the tiniest bit to have an impact. I didn't throw this product in here thinking I'd actually use it all the way up. I just want to be more conscious of the fact that I do own pigments, because honestly before this Project Pan I hardly ever touched my pigments. It just slipped my mind. Like, it was not something I ever thought to use. I would just grab an eyeshadow palette and not even think to grab a pigment. So because of this Project Pan, I have used this quite a bit more. I think in the past 3 months I've used this about 15 to 20 times, which isn't a lot for like a 90-day period, but it's more than I would have used it beforehand, so I'm still pretty proud about that. I could use it more often and I should use it more often so I can try to make a dent in it. And I also do want to use other pigments as well. I thought by including this pigment in my project pan, I would use other ones more. Still haven't touched my other pigments in the past 3 months, but again, you know, nobody's perfect. I'm going to try to work on that. And I think with this project pan, I'm putting a lot less pressure on myself than I did in the last one, because in the last project pan I did, I put too much pressure on myself and it made me not want to use those products. I was like resenting those products almost, so I'm not trying to burn myself out on using the same things repetitively, but I'm still pretty damn proud of the fact that I have used this product that much in the past 3 months, because I just never would have before. So yeah, I'm not mad about this. I did pick 2 different gel liners out. The first one I picked out was the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in the shade Blackest Black. I've mentioned this 1,000 times over on my channel, but I am trying to go cruelty free with my makeup collection. I'm trying to clean out all of the cruelty made products. I don't really know how to word that, but any brand that does test on animals I'm trying to get rid of my collection, and Maybelline unfortunately does test on animals. So that's why I included this gel liner in this project pan, because I'm already trying to use it up anyways. Might as well, you know, throw it in here. Honestly, I use this eyeliner so much. Like, I use it probably 3 to 4 times a week, maybe even more. It's just a really nice black liner. I do like this formula of the liner. It's very black. It does last a very long time in my waterline, so I do enjoy it. I will sometimes put it on my lash line, not very often because I prefer to use a liquid liner up there, but I have made a pretty deep dent in that. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but I have used quite a bit of this up. I haven't hit pan on it yet, but I have no, like, doubt that I will, you know? Just because of how often I do use this product, I'm like, yeah, I'm not too worried about this. I will definitely use most of this up. I do fear it'll dry out, but I don't know, I use it so often I don't think it will. But it's very, very important to me that I do use that liner up, because I want to replace with a cruelty-free option, like maybe Colourpop or Dose of Colors. One of their liners I want to replace that Maybelline with. Now, sadly, with this other liner I picked out, the Colourpop Zulu liner, it's this bright aqua shade. So pretty. It dried up. Like, it's completely garbage. I tried using this in a Flashback Friday video a couple weeks ago, and I could not get any color payoff off of it. It is completely dried up, so I do have to throw this away, unfortunately. I am going to replace it, though, with my Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Joyride. It's a maroon shade. It's not as bright and vibrant as Zulu, but still a colorful shade. I wanted to try to throw some color into this project pan because I don't use color too often, and again, that's a mistake I made in my first project pan. I threw in a rainbow eyeshadow palette and a couple other colorful products, and I did not even touch them, so I decided with this project pan I would stick with products I know I will use, and then like throw in somewhat colorful shades and somewhat colorful options. So the blue was like my bold option here, and it dried out, unfortunately. Maybe that was God's way of saying, like, Allie, don't bother with that. It's not who you are. But yeah, this maroon shade's really, really pretty. I like this color a lot. I think I will use it a lot in the fall and winter time. I do have it on my waterline today. You really can't tell, but it's really simple and easy to throw in the waterline. It's not like too colorful where it's like dramatic, but it's still really pretty. So I like this. I'm gonna try to work on that, but yeah, it's really unfortunate that Zulu dried up. I'm kind of sad about that because it is such a pretty shade. But I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it because it's just not a necessity. Alright, let's move on into eyeshadow palettes. So I did decide to use some of my Colourpop single shadows for this year's project pan. I did really good with Soft Glam in last year's project pan. Like, I used that thing to the bone. I used up almost every single shade. So I knew from that experience that using up a neutral shadow palette would be very easy for me. So I decided to throw another one in here. So I knew neutral shades would be easy for me to go through, but I wanted to use my Colourpop single shadows because I hardly ever used them before. I would always grab an eyeshadow palette, which this is an eyeshadow palette technically, but like it's not like a already made one. Like, I created this one, which, by the way, if you want to see the breakdown of all these shadows, I will link that video up here in the cards. I have a whole video where I swatch every single shade and explain why I put it in this palette and give you guys the names and all that. So if you want to see that, it's above in the cards. But yeah, I just wanted to focus on using my single shadows more. It was something I hardly ever touched before, and I just thought, you know, I went out of my way to pay for this entire palette. It was kind of pricey to put this together, and it's like, I made this, like, this is my dream palette, so of course I should use it more often, you know? And as you guys can see, I have not hit pan on any of the shades yet. I do use this like almost every single day. Like, this palette is my go-to everyday palette, so it's kind of shocking to me that I haven't hit pan on any of the shades yet. But again, I have no doubts that I will. I will say these shadows are bigger than like eyeshadow palette shadows, so maybe that's why I haven't hit pan on it yet. I'm shocked I haven't, but honestly, These like neutral shades over here I use literally every single day. I have them on my eyes right now. I will probably hit pan on those like neutral matte shades first. You know, it's a work in progress. We're only at the 3-month mark. I'm not too worried about it quite yet. This next palette, however, though, I am ashamed to talk about. I decided to throw in the ABH Novena Collection Volume 3 Mini Pro palette. Again, I want to throw in some color into this project pan, but not overwhelm myself. And I thought this palette would be like the perfect way to do that. I have used this like 3 times in the past 3 months. It's really, really shameful. So of course, no, I have not hit pan on any of these shades yet. I do need to make a better effort into using this eyeshadow palette. I honestly just forget that I have it because it's so tiny that like it hides with all my other eyeshadows and like I forget it's there, like out of sight, out of mind, you know? So there's no like reason I don't use this other than the fact that it's little and I don't see it. So yeah, I'm ashamed of myself. I have barely touched this. Hopefully I'll make you guys proud in the 6-month update video. Probably still will not have it pan on it by the 6-month update, but maybe I will have used it more. Fingers crossed. And then lastly, moving on into my lip products. The first one I'm gonna talk about again is a cruelty item. I don't want to say cruelty item because it sounds weird. It sounds like, I don't know, it just sounds funny. But this is my NARS Velvet Lip Cream in the shade Stripped. Again, NARS is not a cruelty-free brand, so I'm trying to use this lip cream up so I can get rid of it and not repurchase it and have, you know, an all cruelty-free collection. And I will say I use this all the freaking time. I have no doubts, again, that I will use it up by the 1-year mark. It's hard to show how much product I've used on camera because, like, there's no way to show that. But I do use this literally every single day. I have on my lips right freaking now. I carry this with me everywhere I go in my book bag. So yeah, I'm not too worried about using this up. Honestly, I've probably already almost done that because I can kind of see through it. When I hold it up to the light, I can like see through the bottle. So yeah, this I'm just using up to get rid of it so I can be cruelty free. And then the last product here, again, I'm very ashamed about. This is my KVD Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Sanctuary. This is a very bold and dark color. In last year's Project Pan video, I did no bold lip products. I only did nude lipsticks. And I went through about 3 or 4 different lipsticks during that Project Pan series, which is why I decided to throw in a darker color for this year's Project Pan, because I thought to myself, if I could use that many nude lipsticks, I can definitely go through one bolder color. And I do like this color a lot, but I've maybe worn this like twice in the past 3 months. I know. But to be fair, I did say in my Project Pan video I would probably use this color more in the fall and winter time, which is true because this is a very like dark brown plummy color. It's not really a summertime color, and I don't do super bold makeup in the summertime. Like, this is about as bold as it gets around here, so I have no reason to wear a dark lip color like this one. Not saying you can't if you do, you know, good for you. It's just not something I personally do. I'm not surprised I barely use this. I probably won't get my use out of this until the fall and winter, but you know, we'll see when we get there. It's okay. It's still summertime. We'll check back in, what month will it be 3 months from now? October? Around October time I think will be the next time I do an update video, so probably we'll have gone through it by then. Again, fingers crossed. So yeah, guys, that was my first update with the 2020 Project Pan. Very quick video, didn't have too much to say, honestly. I did kind of ramble, but yeah, that's just how far we've gotten in some of these products. I haven't made too big of a dent in anything quite yet besides the highlighter. It is just the 3-month update mark, so hopefully in the next 3 months I will go through these products a bit more. Probably still not anything significant, but hopefully I'll have more to say in my 6-month update videos. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.